new extraction point, fast!
Save yourself, daughter. Join us.
I lead soldiers. You train killers.
But we are all killers here, no?
How about you, Captain?
Are you gonna let them die?
Chemical weapons are now in the wild.
What's good, everybody? What's good? It's your boy Hollywood Sports bringing you another video with NBA 2K20.
It's the 2K
my Boston
Sports pregame
Celtics,
show.
my league. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Hollywood
out
Sports.
in Dallas,
Let's do it.
where the Mavericks will be going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Some fantastic post players in this game. Shaq, in addition to feet work, what are some of the keys to successfully operating out of the post?
Two things. Not that I was a great post player, but two things. You got to know how to seal out the defender.
You did that well.
Yeah, I know, and you got to work on quick moves.
You did that well, too.
Yeah, but
You're being really humble.
I like to be humble.
Well, I played with one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, did you ever?
Well, guy, you got to have multiple moves. You know, you got to have the shoulder, head and shoulder fake. You can go in either direction. You know, you need to talk about Olajuwon, but also one of the greatest of all time. That's Celtic.
Kevin
McHale.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for the tip as we go to Kevin.
And by the way, guys, if you missed my slider set, my brand new slider set, version 4, I think this is going to be the last one. The link is down below in the description if you want a slider set.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready.
And
but
this
once
fourth
they take
version
the
is
floor,
even better.
they're
Each
one
time I've done it, they've
single
gotten
unit.
better, guys.
The
link
sprawling
is down below if
metropolis
you
of
want a nice
Dallas,
slider
Texas
set.
is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA
back on the
basketball.
road.
Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the
You don't
Timberwolves,
see us on there
they're gaining
nowhere.
on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for
We're
the
at the
Celtics,
bottom, they just
had
showed us
some high
good
hopes coming
team.
out of the gate. Frustrated with their level
Nowhere
of play
near the top
thus
8.
far, but they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
These Dallas Mavericks are tough, man. Poor Porzingis, man.
Where they made the playoffs 15 times and won the NBA title in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks have missed the postseason the last 3 years. But by bringing in 2019 Rookie of the Year Luka Doncic and trading for All-Star Kristaps Porzingis,
he's
there's
another
a lot of
tough one,
confidence
man.
in Dallas that they will soon be back in the hunt.
And then Porzingis tore us up in the last time we played him.
Thanks, D.A.
Back home
Chris,
in
tonight, two
Boston.
offenses that love to slow it down and then set it up. What was your favorite half-court
It's going to be a
play
tough
for
one.
Oh, wow. Well, for me, it's a play called turn 4 or 5. And depending on if I was the 4 or the 5, that means that you have a guard come out. He spins out. He comes out on the wing. And he throws it
and
into
I got the
you,
league
and
set
it's
on
your job to go
simulation
to work
based
or to
on my
find a double
6-minute
team. So
quarters,
it's almost
guys.
like being that point
So,
forward
you
off
might see the
box.
averages and
any play
rebounds a
that's
little
called
lower
for
because it's only
myself,
6-minute
you know,
quarters,
my
okay?
favorite
But
play.
the whole league
Right,
is
I
going
can
by
see the
that
play in my
same
mind right now as you're
quarter
describing
stat.
that. And now
So
the opening
everybody's
lineup for
numbers going to be
Boston.
right there.
Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4.
Good job,
And
Cantor.
Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Cantor in at the 5, down low. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Hayward
Man,
can't
that was
hit.
an ugly shot. Hayward.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element.
the pick, watch the pick.
Misses from the line.
Where do you stay with him, Tatum?
Then it starts to become a mental block. You start to think, oh, man, I can't.
Good steal, good steal. Push it. All the way,
Here's
Cantor.
Cantor. Stolen
What?
by Brunson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. The shot.
All right, guys.
No good.
Hold up. Woo.
Now Brown. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Walker. Cans the 12-footer.
With this shot area quickness, Walker can usually carve out space from mid-range.
Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. Kleba kicks to Porzingis.
Shoot it.
Here's Brunson.
Watch the pick.
Right now
Good job,
he's
Tatum.
averaging about 7 points a game. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kleba. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Tatum. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Left block shot on the way. That misses off the backboard. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now, here's Walker. His last outing, 16 points for him. Shoots over Brunson. Porzingis with the rebound. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him the Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better
gonna kill us,
than
man.
he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Tatum's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
No one near Doncic.
You're gonna get blown out. You're gonna get blown out.
Another 3 for Dallas.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you love the skill set. Tatum can take you a number of ways inside. Defensively, it is tough to guess right.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Kleba. 5 points in the game. Doncic outside. There's the pass to Porzingis. From deep. And Boston with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Walker. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Hayward on the wing. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the way Hayward measures the 3 ball, that's just textbook form. I mean, great balance. He's got this shot down pat.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic, no good. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics' values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
And the Celtics with possession here after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Basket is good. He'll
Didn't touch him.
More at the line.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish. And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
The 19-foot shot. that one doesn't drop. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Now Williams, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. And no good.
Is anybody going to hit a shot?
First attempt there.
Good D. Let's go.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
You got to slow Doncic up, man. Got to slow him up.
Doncic with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
3 on the clock. Shoots. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
Man, we got to worry about Porzingis. Man, they got a nice team.
He was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had
Real
the
smart. I need
defense
you, man.
Scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell, and it's Wright in at the 1 spot. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics, trailing by 2. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by Boston. Doncic feeling it out.
He ain't going to pass it. Stay on him.
5 to shoot.
Good D. Good D. Good defense.
Let's
go.
The miss.
Some very aggressive defense
Trying to do it by himself.
Easy layup.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's Wanamaker.
Oh, good rebound, Williams. Let's go.
And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
We're on the road, man.
And when you look at that Raptors
you got to play Pistons and the Hornets.
They're going to be amped up for that one. And
next
they'll need
2 games.
That's
on
going
the
to
road.
be one tough game for that group.
That free throw, no good. Right around midseason here, Chris, more players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Uh-oh. Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. And other guys come in and
Williams
kind of get how it goes. So a lot
two
of
offensive
ways
rebounds by Williams right there, man.
As a coach,
way to
you
play.
have great leadership.
Hit the
so
boards.
at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for you.
Here's Wright following the bucket by the Celtics. Back to Brunson. Can they get it? Drills it from outside.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Outside, Walker. Tatum on the wing. Back to Walker.
Go!
Hayward outside. The three from Tatum. Mavericks with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Some changes for Boston. Cantor comes in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Green.
And this is Cantor. Jaylen Brown.
Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Walker. Shot clock at 6. Brunson, good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Walker. He drains the quick shot.
Come on, Kemba.
Walker's got his second bucket tonight.
Amazing how Walker stays in control. Look at that quickness. He found a way to beat a good defense.
Well, he might not have been the top name in free agency this summer, but Kemba Walker's name was certainly on the radar of many teams.
No, you're right, Kevin. And in a lot of years, Kemba would have been one of the names to get in free agency. But with the amount of top all-stars that were available this summer, I feel like Kemba maybe didn't get all the attention that his game deserved.
Now here's Walker. Here's Hayward, and it's Boston with another.
Good shot.
A little rescue act right there. Almost all zeros on the shot clock until Hayward comes along to save the day.
Dallas calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made,
we can't really get into an offensive set, man.
For players to get
own us.
rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Wright after Gordon Hayward's bucket, and Wright kicks to Finney Smith. Drills the three-pointer.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM up.
Pass to Hayward. Tatum on the wing. Back to Hayward. Pass to Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
And that one's good. Right. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Cantor. Kleba with the rebound. Pass to Brunson. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. from deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
I love the way Walker plays defense. He gets right in the grill of his man.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Man, tough game. On the road, man.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them. The bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard.
50%, 48%.
Starting, Ernie.
I can deal with that. I can deal with the shooting percentages.
And that should
Sliders
do
are
it.
working
With the
pretty
second
good.
half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
It's about getting stops, though.
Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go.
Again, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you're still watching, I appreciate it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. Now here's Walker, three-pointer.
Let's go, Walker. We need you to dominate, man. Let's
Walker's
go.
got 7 points.
Yeah, and Brad Stevens, credited for the culture he's helped establish in Boston. But last season, though, that took a hit. Now we'll see how he responds to that adversity. It's going to be interesting to see.
Here's Doncic. With some arc, he lays it in. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Chris, Coach Stevens was candid after last season. He said he could have done a better job finding that fit and holding a standard for the team.
Well, you like seeing that. If a coach has to hold his players accountable, then he must first hold himself accountable. And the front office was quick to dismiss that notion.
Go out of bounds. Go out of bounds. That's all ball.
So many fans. There's no panic in Stevens, though. I like that. He's a steady hand through it all. A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
The Celtics shooting well, 50% from the floor. Hayward outside. Back to Walker. Over Brunson. And it's Walker again missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Walker the pass to Cantor. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. Kicks to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Hayward hands it from downtown. Hayward's got 8 points.
A quick decision maker. Hayward wasting no time. Launches it right out of the catch.
Here's Doncic. Good for another field goal.
Who's going to dominate, man? Every time down the court.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate the game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The Mavericks leading. Outside Hardaway, 16 feet away. Doncic, no good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Williams. Boston again missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Doncic. Trains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from here.
Wanamaker the pass to Poirier. Tatum against Hardaway. Yep, it counts.
I mean, you see the strength of Tatum.
All guys, y'all got a muscle, guys. You got a muscle.
Make shots through contact.
Boys ain't playing around.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The three
No.
A rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Stolen by Brunson.
Woo!
To the paint. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. The Celtics also with a sub. Smart's checked in. You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry.
All our shots,
I would say number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Tatum drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Dallas lead.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
Now here's Powell. The pass to Wright.
Woo!
Clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Dallas keeping it alive.
Kidding me?
A fresh 14. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Hardaway. Some changes for Boston. Cantor checked in for Robert Williams. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Hardaway hits them both. 43 seconds left to play in the third. In the corner, Smart with it. And it's out of bounds. It's touched by Doncic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Now here's Walker. He has 7, and it's good for 2.
For a player the size of Kemba Walker, hitting that jumper becomes crucial. Luckily, that's what he does.
Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks. Here's Doncic. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Boston trailing. Outside Walker. Outside Tatum. Back to Walker. Over right. Walker's shot is off. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your
all your games are going to be tough on the road, guys. Just to let you know.
With this much skill,
this slider set, your game is going to be tough on the road.
Decision too early. You know, he let the play
develop.
Like
it should
That's
be.
how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Wright and Doncic are the backcourt pair. Dwight Powell is out there with Cauley Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Wright. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Celtics with the lead. Now Walker. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Powell with the steal. Cauley Stein up top. He's covered by Cantor. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Stolen by Smart. Passes it to Walker. Shoots over Doncic, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And that's 11 points for Kemba Walker. Mavericks trail by 3. Right, the pass to Finney-Smith. To the inside.
What?
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 20 points.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
Now here's Smart. Puts it up from 12, and another basket for Boston.
Oh, the mid-range game, a lost art. Nice bucket by Smart.
Walker against Wright. Teardrop shot.
Collapse on him, baby. No.
Buries it from three-point range. Finney-Smith's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Walker.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, after his incredible 60-point game last year, every team should be scared of Mr. Kemba Walker. Now, we all know he can take over the game and put on an absolute show when his shot is falling.
On the Mavericks with some changes, Porzingis comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Tatum's shot is off. And Chris, with Walker, you saw it in that 60-point game he played. He can get to wherever he wants to on the floor.
Yeah, very slippery on offense and underrated as an elite ball handler. I mean, you have to love how crafty Walker is when he gets some space in the mid-range as well.
It's good. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Kleba. Good on the shot.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection
We need a good shot
has
now.
been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Plays like this make it clear that
We
Walker
can't play half
takes
court,
his
guys. We gotta run it.
responsibility of being the leader for this
Take good
team
shots.
seriously. Just coming through in key situations with these type of baskets.
Now, here's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
How about the poise from Doncic right
Doncic's
there?
gonna take every
the ante
shot.
when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Brown. Outside, Tatum. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Dallas. Stolen by Cantor.
Good D. Give it up.
And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Porzingis with the
block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Star versus star, baby.
Whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
Doncic against Brown. Doncic right side. 5 on the clock, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brunson.
Let's get a stop. Let's get a stop. Shot clock is running down. D up, D up. All right.
And the shot is
all right.
long.
Yeah.
I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. And here's Walker. Over Brunson. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger
Y'all
bucket
know who's going to take
than
the
that.
shot.
That's
Y'all
why
know.
they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And the
Doncic's going to
Mavericks
shoot
call
the ball
time
when
here.
he's down there.
They're down by 2. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
5 seconds, Ref. 5 seconds.
Stolen by Walker.
The D.
And pushing it up. Here's Boston.
Slow it up, slow it up, slow it up.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. With the rebound.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Well, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
To the paint, Doncic. No good.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense is even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let
Don't let him talk trash, Hayward. Don't let him talk trash, man.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And for Brown, it's about consistently improving. We've seen flashes from him, but now it's time for him to meet
Take your time,
expectations.
Brown. Knock it down, baby. Knock it down. Come on.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 2. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
Brown against Doncic.
Y'all know he's going to take the last shot.
Lets it go with a three. Can't
That's it.
knock
That's it.
in the three.
That's it.
And so
That's
is
it.
Boston scraping by.
That's
with
it,
the
baby.
win. This
We
win
stole
such
this
a
win on the
tremendous
road, baby.
emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road
we had to
game
fight
like
for
this
this
and
win,
simply
man.
deflate
We had to fight.
an entire
We
building.
had to fight for this win,
Just
baby.
now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, a good bounce-back performance for you tonight.
Yeah, still not where I want to be, but it's definitely a better game for me and a better game for the team. I'm glad we got the win.
I'm sure it was much needed, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris
All right,
Webber,
everybody.
Craig
If you
Anthony,
watched the
and
whole
David
video,
Aldridge.
man, I hope you
This
enjoyed
is
it.
Kevin Harlan.
Again, if
Thank
you're
you
new
for
to the
being
channel,
with
thank
us.
you for stopping
We'll
by.
see you next time.
Team
Have
Hollywood,
a
thank
great
you for
evening.
watching another video. We got this game, guys. We got this game. And I will see everybody on my next video.